Is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day after the market close. Tom takes your phone calls from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time using the data available at that time.
Let's go to Glenn in Massachusetts. Hey, Glenn, what's going on?
You know what is good for us is Tom O'Brien providing an unbiased source of information for us investors. You don't have an agenda. It's just to cut through everything and to give us the facts. I want to thank you.
Well, I appreciate it, man.
And now, here's Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 2 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF Friday, folks. Let's make it a great one. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Cultivate wisdom. You don't need to accumulate knowledge to become wise. Anyone can become wise. When you become wise, you respect your body, you respect your mind, and you respect your soul. When you become wise, your life is controlled by your heart, not your head. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow down 97, NASDAQ off 40, S&P's off 12, off 16 rather, cash was off 12. Gold contract up $9.80, trading at $1,542 an ounce. Silver flat at $36.21. Platinum flat at $1,815 an ounce. Copper up 4 pennies at $4.12 a pound. Light sweet crude flat at $100.48. You had the bonds up 16 ticks, trading at $125.12. Dollar index down 63 ticks at 73.74. Euro up 14 ticks at 146, and you got the yen down 70 ticks at 80.19. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? S&Ps today come down $12. You're at the 1,300 mark. You're coming into the 1294 level, which had 1 billion shares. And bottom line, you're into that level. This market, bottom line, can't seem to hold it, folks. It's going to be interesting to see. We're just going to go straight into this 1249. What I do expect you're going to get here, I do expect you're probably going to get some kind of a bounce. The reason being is that we still have that high volume spike. But bottom line is that that's shorter term. Longer term, this baby wants to go lower and a lot lower. Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow Industrials. What you have in the Dow is now the Dow is coming into the swing point from April 18th. The April 18th, what we did 1 billion shares out there. You're into that baby right now at 971 million. So you're into it with the same type of velocity. If you go into the NASDAQ composite next, we take a look at the composite. The composite down today, $40. You're at the 2732 area. It took out the May 25th area, and you're coming into the April 18th area. The April 18th area, the high of that is the 2737. The low is 2706. We did this today coming into this area. We did it with 1.9 billion shares, and you're dealing with, on the 18th down there is 1.8 billion shares. So you're coming in here with some juice, folks. That's the bottom line. So you have game wide open for those lower swings to get hit. We're going to take a look at the SPY first. What you have with the SPY's come down with 200 million shares today. That's going into the last swing point here at 210. So you're coming down. Volume is expanding. On a Friday, that in the summer, too, that's pretty hard to do. But the bottom line, that's what it's doing. The 3 Qs. We take a look at the 3 Qs. What you have with the 3 Qs is this. 3 Qs come down 86 cents. As they come down 86 cents, these are coming down. We get 52 million shares. You broke the swing and had 41. And down at the 55.34, you got 176. So it's going to need a lot more down at that 176. Let's go to David in Clearwater. Hey, David, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, you having a good day today?
I am, man. Ready for a good weekend?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's going to be a beautiful weekend, it looks like.
No doubt. What are we going to look at today?
Got a question for you. Bought a SPY bull call spread bought 130, sold 133 in anticipation. I think you covered this in your monologue for the most part. But the way it sold off towards the end, I'm kind of doubting myself. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. Right. I mean, the game here with the SPY is that 128 is on the table, because you came in, you came into the swing point of 132 to 129 with the exact same amount of shares, meaning that so how long do you have on this? You have, let's see, where you got you get 2 weeks, right? You get 2 weeks.
Basically got 2 weeks.
2 weeks from today. Well, it's got to be how you hit that 128, that 57. That's how it comes in. There's big numbers there at that 128.57. What you'd like to see is this. You'd like to see this baby come into this lower 129.51 level, reject it on Monday, because Monday you have a chance to have lighter volume. That's what you'd like to see happen, man.
That's what I'm hoping on.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Let's get a Bob in Largo. Hey, Bob, what's going on?
Hey, buddy. How you been doing today?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
Yes, I am.
There you go.
I picked up some SKM.
SKM. Let's take a look at it. It's SK Telecom. Let's see. This is telecommunication business in South Korea. The lows 14.58. The highs 20. That's a 9% dividend. Holy cow. That's interesting. It says 9% dividend, but they must have cut it because it's down a 1.5, meaning the percentage is a half. So what do you? I wouldn't be buying this right here.
No. What I did
on
the first is I saw that volume on the 31st drop.
Yes. Yeah.
So I actually got a short in at 18.51.
Okay.
On the first. So I just want to get your feeling on.
Okay. Now you got to figure out when do they pay their dividend. This is a monster dividend, because you don't want to get trapped in the middle of that. That's a 9% dividend.
Well, if it.
Because if you
I pick up the dividend, but it would also drop more than likely on that day too. Yeah,
no, yeah, you're right. Yeah, absolutely, it would. Okay, so let's bring this back a bit. We'll bring it back to 09. We'll put it on a weekly, and what you have here. Yeah, this came in with plenty of volume. Okay, so you have a consolidation. I mean, I don't think there's a lot in this, but there's $17 in it.
Yeah, my first thought was 17, whatever the low is, 1762. My first thought. I don't know if it'd go any lower to the 1676 or not.
It's going to be hard to get there. I see. The 1676 is game. What he's looking at, folks, is that's the February 25th swing low. It has light volume. Where we're getting the 17 is that the 17 is like where it broke topside from, and what it's going to be hard to do. Bob, is that as it comes into that March 18th, I guess it's on a weekly, the low of that is at 1763, and that's what stopped it last week at 1762.
Okay.
So there's someone walking in there. But when you get stopped, meaning that you come down hard, folks, and this came down hard last week with a 19 million versus 17 million, that will come back to that level. And, that's basically, someone's in there buying it. Whoever bought it the first time on March 18th, the week of March 18th, they're in there trying to support that level once again.
Gotcha.
Cook it right up.
So my first thought was just.
Whoop. I'm sorry. Oh, bummer. 877-927-6648. Let's take a look at some of the big caps out here. You had Caterpillar down $1. We had Coca-Cola off 50 cents. You had DuPont off 88. General Motors was off 48. Let's go look at GM. I want to see where GM is in. Look at this. This is pretty amazing. So GM, they push new paper out, and bottom line is that it's not only under the IPO price, it's way under it. They pushed it out at $34, $35. GM gets to 39, and now you're dealing with 29. So you get $5. So what is that? That's down 15%. Off the actual IPO price. Let me just see this. 33. Yeah, pretty amazing. Some of the other equities out here today had higher volume. You had GE down 27 cents. Intel was off 36. You had Cisco down 24. Research in Motion. If we take a look at Research in Motion, that little baby is, you talk about nonstop. This has been nonstop down from $70. It's trading out at 38. 39 right now, and this is in big, big trouble. It's going to go all the way back down to the $35 level, which was the April 09 level. And, of course, what is going to be really wild watching this whole thing shake out is that this is another equity that has come back to the levels of the May 09 level, and that's where I expect this market's going to come to. One by one, they're coming back, folks. Now, what's going to get interesting here is this. You're into Research in Motion right now, broke the actual April level. They broke the May level a long time ago. It's going into, this is pretty amazing, actually. This is going to be going into the lows. If this breaks the lows, it's lights out for Research in Motion. That would be absolutely amazing. You have a great business plan. You don't follow through with the new technology. You get your crackberry, as they used to call them, or maybe still call them. They don't call them anymore because the reality is that so many people, once Apple destroyed their business model, then Android got in their business model. This is in big trouble. If this were at $38.98, this breaks that $38, you're gonna see Research in Motion could be research out of motion. Let's go to Rich in Massachusetts. Hey, Rich, what's going on?
Good afternoon, Tom. How are you?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
There you go. What are we going to look at?
General Electric.
Let's take a look. We got GE, the lows 13, the highs 21. They pay a 3% dividend. Okay, so what are we doing?
Well, I'm not in it. I'm looking at getting into it, and I'm looking at that. I think it's the 1860 level. I don't have it in anything.
Yeah, it is. No, it is. It is. So
into that with a lot lighter volume than it once did.
Yeah, it is. So what he's looking at, folks, is this: is that on January 20th of 2011, GE was trading at 1859. It gaps up and has a great, beautiful day of strength. Goes to 1997. Does it with 229 million. Then what it did is came down hard, March 15th, to the level that Rich was just talking about, which is the 1860. That had 133 million. Now you're coming into that with 48 million. What I would do with GE is this, okay? If we put GE on a weekly, what you have is that I'd have more patience with it before I step into it. And the reason being is that when you take a look at GE, what you have is that it has nothing as it got up to this $21. As it's coming into the lower levels, it's not, the volume's not expanding, okay? But on a weekly basis, it did expand that March 18th week. I just give it more time and see if, in fact, it can perform. Because, see, GE can get into $16 and $15 pretty easy, man.
All right.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the markets, folks, you had the Dow down 97, NASDAQ off 40, S&P's off 16. We're going to be right back.
Tiger University.